everybody, it's Kelly and I am back with another layout. And I'm starting with this green paper here, which is from Photo Play, the Bunny Trail collection. It's the spring flower paper, and I'm going to be scrapbooking some photos from last Easter, and my 4-year-old grandson was just so darling here and so enamored with the Easter bunny. He wasn't afraid, just kind of, enamored and that. I found out these two photos here are not exactly the same width, so I'm going to trim them so that they are. And I like the fact that, there's some close-ups of him being enamored with the bunny and tweaking the bunny's nose. But also I like these two family photos, and I want to highlight those. So I'm going to do that with this Echo Park all boys swimming with the sharks paper. So here I am using a boy collection on an Easter layout. And then I'm going to take this plaid paper, which is from Doodlebug Hippity Hoppity. It's the Easter basket paper, and I'll use my EK Success embossed dot border punch there, and I'll just lay that in there. And then sometimes I tuck, sometimes I put them over, but I want to keep the line of that plaid paper maintained. So I'll end up tucking the photos of the family photos underneath. So I'm just going to anchor this just a little bit so that I can tuck those photos underneath. And they're anchored fine, and I attached some of the 3 vertical photos to that. So just getting this right. And I decided to just kind of leave a common border on the left side and the bottom of those 2 photos. Now I'm going to take these photos here, which are of just the kids with the Easter bunny. Again, they couldn't get him to look at the camera because he was so enamored. And I decided, oops, I better do this from the bottom, not put the photos on and then decide. It'll be a little bit easier for me to figure out how they go here. Like, there you go. I can judge how much exposure I need to have there. So I kind of look to see that. I did justify the photos all the way over to the right side of that left page, just because I knew I had the 2 other landscape photos to get in there. All right, so then I trimmed this and decided to leave just a little bit of green on there. I like the way that looked better than just putting it all the way up to the top. And then here's one extra photo that I just didn't have a place for, of 3 of the kids holding chicks here. There is another page that I'm not going to show you in this, but it's a 6-up photo sleeve, and it does have other photos of the kids like holding the chicks and doing other stuff. So that will make more sense in the context of adding that. And what I'll do is that will be housed in my binder between these other 2 pages. So then this, what seems like an odd photo, will actually make sense. All right. So I found that large bunny sticker there, and that came from the Doodlebug Hippity Hoppity collection. And then the little chick stickers here, or die cuts, are from the Doodlebug Hippity Hoppity odds and ends. And so I'm trying to place that plus these Easter egg die cuts, which are from the Doodlebug Hippity Hoppity odds and ends again, with that tab, which is actually a tab sticker. It says family on it. It's from the Photo Play Hop to It Elements stickers. So I'm just kind of trying to get what feels like the right mix of Easter eggs for me. Whether I'm going to do 1 or 2, or so I decided I better figure this out and get these 2 photos down, because then I can start putting this together. And I just like how that little chick emphasizes the chick that you're going to see in that one photo on the right, but in other photos, and then the whole kind of Easter egg Easter thing. But also using that tab because it is family here. Then I'm adding in this little chick up here and this little die cut from that Hippity Hoppity Odds and Ends again. And then kind of getting the rest of this down here. And again, echoing what I did on the other side, I am overlapping the photo with the punched border there. Repeating a couple motifs here, the egg and the carrot, and adding in some dimension behind that egg. So I've got that raised up. So I'll raise up, you know, the chick on the left raised up. I'll raise up the carrot on the top and then raise up this egg. Now I am using my Doodlebug alphabet soup letters in mint to get the title on here. And the title is just the name of the place that they were on this day to see the Easter Bunny. I mean, I think that's nice to kind of record that. They do tend to go like in the fall and in the spring to the same places. So I think that's kind of neat to get that in. And just trying to use the dots on here to get that fairly even. And it's floating a little bit, but it's anchored really sort of visually to this particular that particular cluster there. I realized as I was doing this that I didn't have a place for any journaling unless I was going to journal in the background, which I could have done in a white pen, but really I wasn't there, so I don't have much to say. So I think adding in a date right here is all I really need to do on that label sticker from Ellie's Studio, which as I'm looking at this, I have not done yet. So I will do that before I finish the recording that I'm doing for the evening. Adding in some enamel dots from the Altenau Glacier Caves. So it's echoing that really pretty light blue that I'm using throughout this. So just 3 in each to get different dimension. There is the still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with another layout soon. Bye, everybody.